Sorry, clone. Sorry, clone. Sorry, clone. Die, bitch. No. You're dead. We good? We good? Okay. Oh, well, that thing just went flying. Kaidan, seriously. It was amusing before, now it's just annoying. He's like emptying his gun into the one right in front of him.
You must die!
I must die? You must die. Where's the Asari clone? Dead, 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 bitch. Die.
You must die!
Oh, shut up. Ah. The camera moves terribly. Medical station! Oh no! I accidentally pressed B instead of A. Kaidan, that was useless. Don't do it again. Sorry, clone. Die! Okay. Ha! She's kissing the wall. This part can be annoying. They all come from up there and they just swarm you like crazy. Okay, we're making progress. Oh my gosh! It's right there. Don't hit her. Oh my goodness, that was a freaking ordeal. Look at us, we're all poisoned now by throwing creeper vomit. Okay, we're good. We're good. Parting shot! Why do you run up to them? That's like a stupid move. There we go. And you... Fine, we'll get you stasis, just because.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of his existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
What just happened? Are you okay?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift, the experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look pretty rough. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogenes' threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander. I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I am grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous. But I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
You can have that entire, investigate conversation with her, in the place where you rescue her, but I think it works better if you have it right here.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Goodbye.
I wish you well in your future efforts.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
Go talk to other people.
Thank you for everything you did.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
Another? We already looked at that. Huh.
I have my own thoughts again. Thank you, Mom.
I'm pretty sure Ian Newstead is in here somewhere. Yeah, there he is.
Free. I can't believe I'm free. That was a nightmare. No one should ever feel pain like that.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
Tried to do? Excuse me, I believe I did do it. I saved your asses. Ah, whatever. Hey, Kaidan.
These people came here looking for a better life.
It will take time for things to get back to normal.
Thank you for freeing us.
Ah, dead end. Okay, well, now we're done with Ferris. I'm gonna give my camera a little 5-minute break because it's starting to heat up again. And then we'll finish up talking to everyone after Ferris. And we're good. Okay. Codex, gone. Squad. Let's do these. Oh no, other squad stuff. Kaidan, stasis. Oh yeah, stasis is useless. Don't ever use it. Okay? Just random tip there. I'll tell you why maybe tomorrow or something. I have so many complaints about stasis. Okay. Be back, guys. Bye. Back again. Let's go.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
Are you okay, Commander? You look a little pale.
It's that damn cipher. I'm sorry messed you up good. And for what? We still don't know where to find the stupid conduit. What a waste.
She said it could take a while. I needed the cipher. It's going to lead us to the conduit. I'm just not sure how yet.
We still have another lead, Commander. That Asari scientist in the Artemis Tau cluster, the Matriarch's daughter. She's an expert on the Protheans. Maybe she knows something.
Don't worry. We'll deal with her soon enough. Crew dismissed.
I sent off the Ferris report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes specters have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Alright, it's time to go talk to everyone. You get to talk to everyone about everything after each major mission. So we can go talk to Joker. Hey, Jokes. I look outside and do anything. Gunnery station. Okay.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I'm the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the Academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I feel bad for him. He always gets all pissed off whenever anyone mentions his disease, I always kind of wished he was a romance option for a female shepherd. Like, even before I played like Mass Effect 2 or anything, I really liked Joker and I really wanted him as a romance. So I was disappointed when you could never romance him. Anyway, Kaidan time! It makes me happy. I love Kaidan. He's just so adorable. Alright, here we go.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informed. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Canadians kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Tee.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Yeah.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Kaidan.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
And so it begins. You know, a lot of people think that Kaidan's boring. There's not enough, you know, interesting things. Whoever says that clearly has not listened to his conversations aboard the Normandy. You know, you talk to him, when you get further, you know, you hear some really serious stuff about his past. You know, I don't understand how someone could find it boring. I think he's very interesting. But then again, I guess that's why I romance him all the time. Hi, Garris.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Goodbye. Not interested in the several reasons. No, I'm just kidding.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
It's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a seasick man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSET's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garris.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Hi, Ash.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay 'em on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members say now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
I come from a military family, too. My parents were both Navy. Anybody in your family we might know?
Couldn't say, Commander. We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry on the tradition?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation at a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Rex next.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
More to talk about with Tally now. Hey, Tals. Oh. How you doing?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling. But really, we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Gosh, it's so abrupt. I should go, just out of nowhere. I have a friend at my school. Well, she just graduated, but sometimes, like, if I have to go somewhere, you know, like if my ride is waiting or whatever, I'm talking to her, sometimes I'll find myself, like, just instinctively saying I have to go, but then I'll correct myself. No, I should go. You know, and she was, oh, my mother's calling me. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. And now I'm going to do a quick equipment overhaul. I'll let you see this one too because it's kind of a short one. But I'm always excited to get new equipment. Aha. So you can get rid of those now. Got the best kind of that. Blah blah blah. Alright, so all that's good. So I can't really be upgraded anymore. Let's see about Kaidan. Yeah, really nothing for you, dude. I'll just give you armor plating now. And yeah, alright. Next up is Tally. I probably don't have any Quarian armor. It's pretty hard to find. There, that's better. Shield battery. And she'll get a better high caliber barrel, with better armor piercing rounds. Oh yeah. And she already has a good pistol. Improved sighting. Yeah, let's stick with phasic rounds. Okay. Next up is Garris. That's cooler looking. That's badass looking. Okay, better assault rifle for you. Ooh, even better. You already have a good pistol. I'll give you a better sniper rifle. Coiled amber. Armor piercing rounds. No. Anti-personnel rounds. And then, sorry, I just kind of mutter to myself while I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay. Hammerhead rounds. Improved sighting. Phasic rounds. Okay. Ashley. Onyx is better. No. Okay. Not worth it. That is. I know I say that I go for a lot of damage output, but if the other ones are better, I'm not really thinking straight, am I? Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying because I'm too busy looking at all this. Let's just get rid of all these radioactive rounds. I don't want them there. Okay. Oh no, improved sighting. Okay. So Ashley's good. And now for Rex. Is it worth it? Yeah, whatever. Get a Lancer. Not worth it. That is. and you don't use those. Okay, motorized joints, why not? High caliber barrel, anti-personnel rounds. High caliber barrel, armor piercing rounds. Okay, you may have noticed that there's one locker that we never touch, indicating that there's another squad mate on the way sometime soon. Well, yes, there is. Good eye. We'll go get him or her soon enough. Of course, 99% of you know exactly who that is, so I don't know why I'm bothering with the "ooh, I bet you don't know who it is" crap. But again, I say 1% of you have never played this game before, and you're just having fun watching, so I'm not going to ruin any surprises for you. So early in the game, I don't focus on credits, I focus on Omnigel. There's one... Oh, no, I don't want that. There's one side quest in particular that you're going to want it, because you end up... it's smart to take the option where you have to use up 300 Omnigel, which is what I always do. So you want to make sure you have at least 300 Omnigel when you go and do that certain mission. I'll warn you which mission it is, don't worry. Anyway, let's just get rid of all this stuff. I don't bother equipping people who aren't trained in the certain kind of weapon. I don't bother equipping them with that kind of weapon because it's just a waste, right, you know? Like, for example, Shepard can't use a sniper rifle. At least a Sentinel Shepard can't, so I'm not going to give her a sniper rifle. Okay. So I think we're mostly good. Alright, cool. That's all for my equipment overhaul. Now it's time to go back up here. And then, my mother's on her way home, so we shall be done for the day. And maybe I can even get some of this uploaded onto YouTube tonight, who knows. But if not, who cares? Oh, by the way, I have like a little writing camp kind of thing. It goes for 2 weeks, and it's in the middle of July, from July 7th to the 20th. So during that time, I won't be able to do any work on my walkthrough. So there's going to be a 2-week break. Okay? We good with that? You better be. Alright. Well, I did in 1 day what usually takes me 3 days for a walkthrough. Dang, I've done pretty good. Pretty well. Grammatically correct. Okay. Well, goodbye then, and I shall see you all tomorrow, and we will have this game done by the end of the week. Bye! Hello! We are, back on day 2. I am just as sleep messed up as yesterday. So, here we go. Today is going to be, as far as I can tell, Super Side Quest Day. We're going to be doing almost nothing but side questing. We're going to do 1, maybe part of 2, main missions. Wait, where am I going? Alright, so here's where our first mission is. And we're gonna get a lot of calls from Admiral Hackett. He's gonna give us missions and stuff to go do. I'm gonna be like, Shepard, I know you're saving the world and everything, but can you go retrieve a probe for me?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
See? Oh, look at that. Level 1 toxic hazard. Because there's a lot of spores in the air that are beneficial for the indigenous life forms, but not for alien life forms. And we're aliens. So for this one, I'm taking Garris and Rex. I actually have a chart, a freaking Excel spreadsheet that I'm referring to. I have all my squad mates planned out because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get not only the maximum amount of extra dialogue, but I wanted to give each one like equal screen time as much as possible. And it just so turns out that the way I had this game planned out, each person can get taken on 15 missions apiece with none left over. It's stupid, but this game was actually the easiest to plan out. Alright, so here's the map. Normally I ignore anomalies and debris because all they do is take me out of my way. However, this anomaly, we're going to. Yeah, so let's go get this anomaly. And there's a reason for that, and you will see. So, we've finally gotten to the Mako Driving parts where we drive and they go everywhere. And there is a lot of complaining because the thing weighs about 10 frickin' pounds. There's speculation that Shepard never figured out how to adjust the Mass Effect fields on the Mako so that it's always bouncing around. And I would go with that. I'd say that's a pretty good explanation for why this thing is so frickin' weightless. Except for the fact that she has people like Garris and Tally on her team, and you'd think they'd know about stuff like that, but whatever. Anyway, my camera battery is fully charged, so it should be a good 2 hours before we have battery overheating problems when I plug it in. Also, this planet is hell to drive over. In some cases, when you get trapped in a bunch of mountains like this, it's easier to just quit, go back to the Normandy, and get dropped off again. Okay, here it is. Wow, that's an interesting anomaly. I wonder what it's all about. Well, let's get out and check this bad boy out. Oh, hey, just so you know, because I'm wearing this kind of armor, apparently if it's by, who is it by? Okay, I never know how to pronounce their name, but it's right there. Hain Kedar? I don't know. But if it's by them, it's going to eliminate any need for... It's gonna basically protect you from any level 1 hazards. And level 2 hazards, it'll slow down. Okay, let's upgrade all my friends. And have some fun. I want to upgrade damping and decryption and more damping. Okay. And Rexy, oh my goodness. Okay, assault rifles, shotguns, combat armor. Oh yeah, upgrade that so you can equip heavy armor as soon as possible. Warp! And throw. And I guess we should get stasis on our side, but I never... Okay, here's where I can rant about stasis. I never upgrade stasis more than one point, and I never upgrade it for Liara. Because what frickin' stasis is, let me read the description. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, makes the target unable to move or attack, but also immune to damage. So what? You freeze it, but then you can't do anything to it? That's like a time. It buys you time. That's it. It doesn't do any kind of good damage or anything. It's freaking useless. I freaking hate stasis. All right, it gets better in the third game because it actually has some use to it. But I don't know. It just pisses me off. Okay, Prothean Ruin. Recover. Okay. Mysterious globe, examine. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small irregular slot on the underside of the surface. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced underneath the surface of your skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to the caves and to the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life, the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range further for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it, its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Elitania, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you undamaged, and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asked. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you have seen, the memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results of their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you'll probably never solve. Forget about it. And all that happened while you were just standing there. Anyway, let's get back. Alright, so that's what happens if you get that little trinket from the Asari consort. Oh, and I just got some upgrades too. Where am I gonna spend it? Well, I haven't unlocked medicine yet, so let's start putting points toward that. I don't even want to bother upgrading freaking stasis. Okay, you may now equip medium armor! And I'll just upgrade warp. No, yeah, okay. And now for, yeah, okay, I did that.